Good morning, everyone. Myself Pratima Gupta. I am your English teacher. So, welcome to online class. Today, I will teach you lesson 2, a letter from a father to his daughter. Before going to start this chapter, let me tell you about Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first Prime Minister of India after India's independence. And also, we know very well that Nehru was also a great lover of children, and due to this, the country celebrates his birthday as Children's Day. Being a great political figure, Jawaharlal Nehru was a writer of many books. He wrote The Discovery of India when he was in jail in 1942 to 46 at Ahmednagar Fort for participating in the Quit India movement. Like many Indian leaders, he spent many years in jail during the freedom movement of India. And when he was in jail, in the Naini jail by the British, Nehru wrote this letter to his daughter Indira, with whom he loved very much, on her 13th birthday. Let's start the chapter. Long back in 1930, it was the time when the British ruled over India. Many of our leaders were in jails. Jawaharlal Nehru was in the Naini jail at that time when he wrote this letter to his daughter Indira on her 13th birthday. In this page number, you will get this difficult words that you have to learn it with the spelling. So let's see what he was written to her daughter Indira. My dear Indira, on your birthday, you have been in the habit of receiving presents and good wishes. Good wishes you will still have in full measure. But what present can I send you from the Naini prison? My presents cannot be very material or solid. They can be of the mind and spirit, things that even the high walls of the prison cannot stop. So, Jawaharlal Nehru sent his good wishes to his daughter Indira through this letter. On every birthday, his daughter received presents and good wishes. But on her 13th birthday, it was not possible because Jawaharlal Nehru was in Naini jail. So, only this letter is the way that he can send his good wishes to his daughter Indira. So, he has started this letter by telling her that how he didn't like to talk a long talk by telling people how they should talk or behave, or also he didn't like to distribute his own good advices. He always thought that the best way to find out what is right and what is not right, what should be done and what should not be done, by talking and discussing about it. Because after discussing about anything, sometimes a little bit of truth comes out. As he liked his talk with his daughter Indira, and they have discussed many things. But now, as he was in jail and it was not possible for him to talk or to share his ideas or thoughts to his daughter Indira, so he was decided to write this letter and tell his daughter Indira about the world and whatever is going around in the world. So, only this letter is the best way that he can talk with his daughter. In history, we read of great periods in the life of nations of great men and women. Do you remember how fascinated you were when you first read the story of Joan of Arc and how your ambition was to be something like her? Ordinary men and women are not usually heroic. They think of their bread and butter, of their children, of their household worries, and be like. But a time comes when a whole lot of people become interested in a great cause, then history helps even simple and ordinary men and women to become heroes. Great leaders have something in them which inspires a whole lot of people and makes them do great deeds. In India, a great leader full of love for all who suffer and is always eager to help them has inspired our people to great actions and noble. So he was just continuing this letter by asking or by telling her that as they read about the nations or great people of women in their life, and also he was reminding her that how much she was fascinated when she first read the story of Joan of Arc, and her ambition was to be something to become like her. But common men and women, they don't want to become or they don't want to do any great things because they were worried about their surviving, about to earn money, about to fulfill their wishes of their children. They were worried about their households. But he believed that one day it will come when every man and woman become interested to do great things. Then history helps all simple men and women to become heroes. When ordinary men and women would read about the great leaders, how they sacrificed their lives for them, how much they suffer in their life, how they eagerly and always ready to help to anyone, and they are full of love. They inspired also the other people also. To when the ordinary men and women would see the about the life achievements of great leaders, so after that they will also be interested to become like them. So in this page number you will get this difficult words. Learn this with the spelling. Let's see the next page. Noble sacrifice. He has helped to make the starving, the poor, and the oppressed free and happy. So, great leaders always ready to the poor people, to feed the poor people, or also to make them free, that they can live free with the freedom and they can live happily. Bapuji is in prison, but the magic of his message has stolen the hearts of India's millions. Men and women and even little children come out of their little cells and becomes India's soldiers of freedom. In India today, we are making history, and you and I are fortunate to see this happening before our eyes and to take some part ourselves in this great drama. So, when Jawaharlal Nehru was in jail, on that time Bapuji was also in jail, and whatever message Bapuji was sent, after listening his message, men and women, even little children, they are they just feel very proud, and they just come out their homes and they want to become India's soldiers, and they want to fight against British. They want to make their India freedom. And India today, they are making history. And you and I, here you and I refers to Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi, that Jawaharlal Nehru wanted to say that they were lucky that they can see whatever was happening on that time in front of their eyes, and they can also make a part of this movement. What part shall we play in it? So now Jawaharlal Nehru was asking that which part they can play for their India. If we are to be India's soldiers, we have to respect India's honor, and that honor is a sacred trust. It is no easy matter to decide what is right and what is not. One little test I shall ask you to apply whenever you are in doubt. Never do anything in secret or anything that you would wish to hide, for the desire to hide anything means that you are afraid, and fear is a bad thing and unworthy of you. Be brave, and all the rest follows. So, here Jawaharlal Nehru continued this letter by telling her that if we are to be India's soldiers, we have to respect India's honor. We have to fight for India's honor. And we have to show our devotion, our dedication to save the honor of India. And it's not easy to decide what is right and what is wrong. So one suggestion here Jawaharlal Nehru was given to his daughter Indira, that she could apply on herself whenever she was in doubt. She never do anything in secret. She should not hide anything, because to hide anything means that she was afraid, and fear is a very bad thing and it is unvaluable for her. So she should be brave. She should do whatever she wants with the freedom, without hiding, and all the rest follows. You know that in our great freedom movement under Bapuji's leadership, there is no room for secrecy of hiding. We are not afraid of what we do or what we say. We work in the sun and the light. Even so, in our private lives, let us make friends with the sun and work in the light, and do nothing secretly. And if you do so, my dear, you will grow up a child of the light, unafraid and serene and unruffled, whatever may happen. So, he was telling about the freedom movement that is going under Bapuji's leadership, and there was no secrecy room. It means that whatever they were doing, whatever they want to do, whatever they want to say, they were doing with the freedom. They were not hiding with anyone. Even they make friend, and with the friend also they share whatever they want to say, whatever they want to do. And the same suggestion Jawaharlal Nehru was giving to his daughter Indira, that she should be like this. When she will follow in this manner, she will become fearless. She will not afraid with anything, and she will be peaceful and undisturbed whatever will be going around her. I have written a very long letter to you, and yet there is so much I would like to tell you. How can a letter contain it? Goodbye, little one, and may you grow up into a brave soldier in India's service. With all my love and good wishes, your loving father, Jawaharlal Nehru. So at last, whatever Jawaharlal Nehru wants to contain in this letter, she was tried a lot, but still it is not possible to write everything in the letter. So he decided to stop writing, and she has sent his good wishes to his daughter Indra, and also hoping that she will become a brave soldier, and she will be give her service to India. So I hope students you might understood this chapter. So read the lesson very carefully, increase your reading skill, and whatever difficult words I have written, just learn it with the meaning, with the spelling, and listen the video carefully, then only you will understand this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.